Welcome back. Pretty excited about the bourbon I'm going to be bringing you today. It's actually, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it is. Stellum, and it's Stellum bourbon, and it's made by the same folks that make barrel bourbon. So let's get to that right after this. All right, guys, here we have it, Stellum, which means star. And I've pulled the paper off, but I have not had the cork out of this. Like I said in the opening, this is made by the same folks that make barrel. But it says it's a single barrel K2 Lira, 116.44 proof, 58.22% alcohol by volume, Stella single barrel bourbon. Okay, so they have to blend it and finish it for it to be a single barrel, because they do disclose it comes from multiple barrels in the blend. They don't put it on here. I did do a little reading about it. So let me tell you what the mash bill is on this. And they don't disclose who, but I can tell you one of them, fairly close to sure. So Stellum, I keep wanting to say Stella. Stellum comes to us with 3 Indiana mash bills. Wonder who that could be. Because we know MGP has several different mash bills to choose from. They say there's 2 High Rye and 1 wheat mash bill that comes from Indiana. They don't say how old those bourbons are, but what they do say is then that those are blended with older barrels from Kentucky and Tennessee. But they do not disclose the percentage of blending, who those are from, any of that stuff. So that's really all I know about this right now. But we will, let's pop it open and see what we got, because this was $55 for a, so compared to barrel, not quite half price, but it's getting down there. Because some barrel bourbons, I see them go for $100, 90s and all that. So let's pour this and see what we get. I'm not expecting some of the barrel releases that I've had in the past, but we'll give her a showing. All right, now, this is supposed to be, even though they don't put straight bourbon on here, everything on the website is straight bourbon. So it's been aged probably 2 years on the MGP juice, and maybe, 6, 7 plus on the others. So give her a swirl here. All right, it's a medium to light amber. Wow, that is a soft nose for 116 proof. I think the first thing that hit me on that nose was marshmallow, honestly. Now, there's still some vanilla undertones, caramel in there. Boy, that marshmallow, that little toasty marshmallow is coming through on the nose. Picking up a little undiscernible spice kick behind that. Maybe a little nuttiness there as well. But that's campfire marshmallow right there. All right, let me take a little taste. I'm not going to give a lot of notes on that first sip, but very interesting. Wow, very interesting. Like I said, I'm not going to give a lot of notes on that first sip. I will say, though, the marshmallow did not hold up through the sip. Not as strong. It's still there, but it's not marshmallow forward, no. Okay. Oh, there's that spice kick. I'm getting 2 of them. One's clove, for sure. Now, there is a creamy marshmallowiness to the palate, but it's being overwhelmed by these other things. So clove, I'm not picking up too much of it. I mean, barely a hint of licorice, which would be your star anise. Yeah, let me take another sip. The legs on it are not holding up as well as I had hoped. They're running a little thin, and I'm having to force it around, but it's gentle enough that you can force it around a little bit and you won't scald your tongue. Yeah, there's a sweetness to this that goes beyond that marshmallow. Maybe some little honeysuckle sweet or something in there. Yeah, you get that, but there's that puffy, creamy, marshmallowy note that's running through the middle of this. I'm not getting a lot of oak notes off of the palate. Getting more of that on the finish. Let me focus on that finish right quick. Yeah. More all-spicy, clove spice. It's hard to say clove. Black pepper on the back end, a little oakiness. But there's a sweetness back there, it's almost like that marshmallow is dissipating and turning into something different. I don't want to say caramel, but it's hard to say because it's on the finish. And it's hard to bring a note to it, but possibly, like maybe even like a caramelly, butterscotchy Werther Original or something. But not at all a bad bourbon. I think it's fairly priced. I think some of the barrels are overpriced. I think this is fairly priced at $55. I really do. I enjoy this. And I mean, I've had some Elijah Craig's. I think it stands up to Elijah Craig, but not all batches, because there's some that are good. Now, this is a new release, so we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do. And hopefully they can keep the consistency up with this 3 different mash from MGP and other barrels from Kentucky and Tennessee. Hopefully they can keep a consistency going, or maybe they'll bring us different flavor profiles. And maybe certain batches will do better than others. But this doesn't have a batch on it. It just says single barrel K2. And I don't know what that is for them. So I don't know if they're going to come out with like a K8 or a whatever, I don't know what that K2 is. So we'll see. We'll see as they progress. But no, it's a really, really, not overly complex, but well-balanced. I think it's well-balanced. I like this. And I'll go back to it again. But, I've had other bourbons before, sample pour, and someone's getting me a bottle of the marshmallow s'more, campfire s'mores marshmallow. And I'm going to review it once I get that bottle. This is not that forward, but it is in there. So let's stick with that. So guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. As always, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell down there for notifications, and I promise I'll keep bringing you these videos.